Hello students, very good morning. Myself Rakesh Yadav, belonging to Sandipani Higher Secondary School. I am your maths teacher and we are proceeding with our chapter 3 trigonometric functions, and it is NCERT exercise 3.3 we are discussing. Before explanation of a question, I want to tell you that please watch it till last and then share it, like it, and of course subscribe it also. So here question is, prove that cos 4x is equal to 1 minus 8 sin square x cos square x. LHS part is cos 4x. Cos 4x means we have to write here cos 2 into 2x. It is equal to 2 cos square x, 2 cos square 2x minus 1. Why is it so? This 2 into 2 is 4. So this step is clearly mentioned there. So no need to write anything there. But here it is needed that cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. 2 cos square theta minus 1. Here in place of theta, where theta is equal to 2x. It is very clear from here. Here theta is equal to 2x. So that's why we have written here 2 cos square 2x minus 1. Now we may write it 2 into 1 minus sin square 2x. Of course we can write it because cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. This is another formula, because cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. So we can say that now we may apply here formula for sin 2x, that is 2 into 1 minus, we may write it sin 2x whole square. Let me write it first of all. Then in next step we will apply the formula. Minus 1. Now what will happen? 2 into 1 minus sin 2x formula is 2 sin x cos x. 2 sin x cos x whole square, because square is there, minus 1. So we have to assign here also which formula is applied here. It is sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x cos x, or sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. We may write sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a cos a also. So it will become 2 into 1 minus 4 sin square x cos square x minus 1. Now we have to apply multiplication here in bracket. So 2 1s are 2 minus 2 4s are 8 sin square x cos square x minus 1. So it is well clear. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it will be 1 minus 8 sin square x cos square x. This is our RHS. See there in top of the question, it is our RHS part. So 1 minus 8 sin square cos square x means we have taken LHS and RHS is proved. So we may write here hence proved. This is over. Now see our next question. It is question number 25. Cos 6x is equal to 32 cos raised to the power 6x minus 48 cos raised to the power 4x plus 18 cos square x minus 1. So here we have to take LHS first of all. LHS is equal to cos 6x. We may write it cos 2 into 3x, because 2 3s are 6. Now I am applying here cos 2 theta formula, that is 2 cos square theta minus 1, means we have to write here cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1, where here we have to mention where theta is equal to 3x. Theta is equal to 3x. See, cos 2 theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1. In place of theta, there is 3x. So, now we may apply here formula for cos 3x. Let me write it first of all. 2 into cos 3x whole square minus 1. Formula for cos 3x is 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x whole square minus 1. So here we have to mention formula cos 3 theta is equal to 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. This will be applicable. In place of theta it is x, so no need to write there. Here it is cos 3x is equal to 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x whole square. Why we are applying this formula in this manner only? Cos 2x cos 2 theta formula is 1 minus 2 sin square theta also. Cos 2 theta formula is cos square theta minus sin square theta also. So here we have applied cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1 because our RHS part clearly mentions that each term is in the form of trigonometric ratio cos x. That's why we are applying cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. And here of course it is cos 3x, so we have to apply 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x directly. Now a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. That we are applying, so it will be 2 into a square minus 2ab plus b square, means 3 cos x whole square. Minus 1. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Here we have to assign that formula. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here a is equal to 4 cos cube x and b is equal to 3 cos x. So now see, if we square this, then what will happen? It will become 2 into 16 cos raised to the power 6x m raised to the power n, x raised to the power m raised to the power n is equal to x raised to the power m into n. So power is multiplied by this power, it is 3 2s are 6. So 16 cos raised to the power 6x minus 2 4s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So you may write 24 directly here. 2 4s are 8 and 8 3s are 24. Cos raised to the power 3x and cos x are in multiplication. So it will become cos raised to the power 4x. Here nothing is there, means power is 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So we may write 24 cos raised to the power 4x plus 3 cos x whole square is 9 cos square x minus 1. Now we may multiply here 2 in this bracket. So it will become 32 cos raised to the power 6x minus 24 2s are 48 cos raised to the power 4x plus 9 2s are 18 cos square x minus 1. See our RHS. It is 32 cos raised to the power 6x minus 48 cos raised to the power 4x plus 18 cos square x and minus 1. So it is our RHS. So we may write here hence proved. This question is over. Now our 3.3 exercise is finished. Before explaining 3.4 exercise, let me tell you one thing, that this exercise is having trigonometric equations, which is the part of trigonometric functions, of course. So equations having trigonometric function, means trigonometric function in which part? Equations having trigonometric functions of variables are called trigonometric equations. Means we can say that equations which are having trigonometric functions, of course trigonometric functions are there, but it is of variables. Then what we have to do? If the trigonometric functions are having variables, then for that we have to we have to find the value of that variable. In every variable part, you have seen already in class 10th also, if the equations are in form of x plus y is equal to 3 and x minus y is equal to 2 or somewhat like that, then in that case we have to find the values of variable according to the given equations. So here equations having trigonometric functions of variables are called trigonometric equations. So let me tell you, suppose here it is mentioned sin x plus cos x is equal to root 3 by 2, like this. It may be an example considered by me only. So here we have to find the value of x in such type of questions. So if we are able to find the value of x in that trigonometric function having variable, then that variable is which quantity? Here it is this variable x. So we have to find the value of x there. Means the trigonometric function which is having variable is called trigonometric equation. So for that we have to find the values of that variable. For finding those values, there are two types of values. How many types? Two types of values. Suppose I am writing here sin x is equal to root 3 by 2, means we have to find the value of x here. So sin x is equal to sin pi by 3, we can say. Okay, sin x is equal to root 3 by 2 means sin x is equal to sin pi by 3. So x is equal to pi by 3. This is sufficient? No, it is not sufficient. One more value is possible there. Sin x is equal to sin pi by 3 is there. So in which quadrant sin is positive? Let us talk about that. In second quadrant sin is positive. So in second quadrant if sin is positive, then we have to mention sin x is equal to sin pi minus pi by 3. That is equal to sin x is equal to sin 3 pi minus pi. 3 pi minus pi means what? 2 pi by 3. So x is equal to 2 pi by 3. These are called, these values which we have concluded here. These values are which values? These values of x are called principal values. Principal values. Now some general solution is also there for that. It is principal solutions or principal values. So for principal values I have told, it is principal values, it is called in Hindi mukhya maan, we can say. So principal values are these values, and another part, that is general value. So for general value I want to tell you some formulae. For general value, some formula needed here. For principal value, it is very simple. We can say that if in all the quadrants we want to find the values, you know all the concepts related to those values. It is all students take coffee and we have to find the values in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Like that we have to proceed, that you know already as that particular table. According to that table, from 0 to 90 degree it is first quadrant, from 90 to 180 degree, from 180 to 270 degree, and from 270 to 360 degree. So in between these parts or in between these quadrants, the principal values can be assigned. But for general value we have to apply formula. If we can say sin theta is equal to sin alpha, then what will happen? Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to the power n alpha. Here in place of alpha we have to put any of the principal value there, either this or that. But here n, you should have to always mention that n should be integer. Here n should be integer. Now if cos theta is equal to cos alpha, then theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. Here also n is integer, you may assign n is integer. Now if tan theta is equal to tan alpha, then what will happen? If tan theta is equal to tan alpha, then in that part theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Here again n is integer. So if sin theta is equal to sin alpha, this formula will be applicable. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha, this part will be applicable. And for tan theta is equal to tan alpha, this part will be applicable. It is also applicable for its reciprocal. Reciprocal means cosec theta is equal to cosec alpha. For that also it is applicable. Here it is sec theta is equal to sec alpha. For this also it is applicable. And here it is cot theta is equal to cot alpha, because cot is reciprocal of tan. So we may conclude that if sin theta is equal to sin alpha or cosec theta is equal to cosec alpha, then theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to the power n into alpha, where n belongs to integer. If cos theta is equal to cos alpha or sec theta is equal to sec alpha, then this formula will be applicable. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. And if tan theta is equal to tan alpha or cot theta is equal to cot alpha, then theta is equal to n pi plus alpha will be applicable. These are the formula for determining the general solution. Principal solution you can find, it is very easy, but for general solution you may write it in place of value, general solution. because we are finding the value of x, that's why I have written there value. It is called general solution also. Here also you can say it is not principal value, you may write it principal solutions also. I have assigned it value because we were finding the value of x there. You may write it principal solution and general solution in place of values, or it may be general value and principal value also. So let me tell you one more thing, that if any of the trigonometric ratio is having square, means if sin square theta is equal to sin square alpha, cosec square theta is equal to cosec square alpha, tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha, cot square theta is equal to cot square alpha, cos square theta is equal to cos square alpha, or sec square theta is equal to sec square alpha. In all those parts, for square of the trigonometric functions, or which are having variables also, if the trigonometric function is mentioned in both the parts LHS and RHS in the square form, then you will have to apply this formula, theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. This you have to remember. Theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha means for it is any of the trigonometric ratio square. Tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha. For square, remember this, for square only. Tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha, or any trigonometric ratio square, any trigonometric ratio. This formula will be applicable. Means for tan square theta is equal to tan square alpha, for sin square theta is equal to sin square alpha, for cosec square theta is equal to cosec square alpha. That I have told. For all the trigonometric squares, trigonometric ratios, squares value, this formula will be applicable. Theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. Remember one thing, which type of mistake occurs here. In case of tan theta is equal to tan alpha, the formula is theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Minus is not there. But in case of square of the trigonometric ratio, for every trigonometric ratio, it is, if it is in square form, then it will be, the formula applicable will be theta is equal to n pi plus minus alpha. So now we may proceed with our exercise 3.4. See, now 3.4 exercise, that I have told you principal values and general values, or principal solutions and general solutions. Here we have to find the principal and general solution of these three equations. Tan x is equal to root 3, sec x is equal to 2, and cot x is equal to minus root 3. Let us proceed with this. Tan x is equal to tan pi by 3. It is well clear. It is the value of tan 60 degree. One more thing, listen to me very properly, that you will have to mention the solution of the trigonometric equation always in the radian form, not in the degree form. It is the radian form. Pi by 3 means 60 degree. 60 degree you not have to write. You always have to write in the form of radian form, because it is the standard form. As you know, in our physics and chemistry, you know now, international units, system of international units, that is SI unit. So for angle, the international unit is radian. So you will have to mention the all answers in the form of radians. So here tan x is equal to tan pi by 3. So x is equal to pi by 3. This is one conclusion. But we may proceed it like this. Tan x is equal to tan pi plus pi by 3. Why is it so? Why is it so? Let us talk about this. It is 60 degree directly, but it is also possible positive value in third quadrant. All students take. See, here all positive, here sine and cosec, here tan and cot, and here cos and sec. So this you have to remember always. So this is first quadrant value, but it is also tan and cot is positive in this quadrant also. So it is tan x is equal to tan pi plus pi by 3. That is tan x is equal to tan 4 pi by 3. So x is equal to 4 pi by 3. So principal solutions, I may write in short form PS, principal solutions, that is pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. What about general solution? For general solution, if tan theta is equal to tan alpha, then theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. So what we conclude here, that here it is x in place of theta, x is there, x is equal to n pi plus pi by 3, n pi plus pi by 3. This is the conclusion. It is principal solution and this one is general solution. That I have told you, for general solution we have to apply the formula. So it is x is equal to n pi plus pi by 3. This value, you may assign any of this value, it will be correct. So it is x is equal to n pi plus pi by 3. Now sec x means, I want to tell you one more thing, means if the answer vary from the answer sheet of your book, then there is no trouble, because there are two quadrants in which trigonometric ratio are having positive values, and in two quadrants they are having negative values. Suppose tan theta is positive in these two quadrants, but it is negative in these two quadrants. Sin theta is positive in these two quadrants, but it is negative in these two quadrants. Cos theta is positive in these two quadrants, but it is negative in these two quadrants. So any of the answer you can write there. Here sec x is equal to 2. So sec x is equal to sec, in which part it is reciprocal of 1 by 2. 1 by 2 in cos, it will be in 60 degree only. So sec x is equal to sec pi by 3, we can say. So what we concluded, x is equal to pi by 3. This is one part. Now sec x may be equal to sec 2 pi minus pi by 3. See there, in 360 form. This is also positive here. So 6 pi minus pi, that is sec x is equal to sec 5 pi by 3. So principal solutions, what are the principal solutions? Here x is equal to 5 pi by 3. This is also principal solution. So principal solutions are pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3. For general solution, what happens? If sec theta is equal to sec alpha, then theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. That I have told you, for cos and sec formula is same. So if sec theta is equal to sec alpha, then theta is equal to 2n pi plus minus alpha. In place of alpha you may write this or this value. We are proceeding with the first value. So in place of theta, what it is? X. So x is equal to 2n pi plus minus pi by 3. This is our general solution. This is our general solution and it is our principal solution. This is principal solution and this is general solution for this equation. Now cot x is equal to minus root 3. So cot x is equal to minus cot pi by 6. It is cot 30 degree value. Of course in tan it is in 60 degree, but in cot it is in 30 degree. So cot x is equal to minus cot pi by 6. It is negative value. Interesting. Where cot is negative, in this quadrant it is negative. So you may write this quadrant also and that also. So cot x is equal to cot pi minus pi by 6. Make it positive always. What is our aim? Make it positive always. So here it is negative. we may apply this formula cot 180 minus theta is minus cot theta. Cot 180 minus theta is equal to minus cot theta. So cot x is equal to cot 6 pi minus pi, that is 5 pi by 6. So x is equal to 5 pi by 6 here. One more value can be possible here. Here also it is negative. So we may proceed it like that. It is one value. Now may be possible that cot x is equal to or. You may write here or because two parts we are solving for principal value. Here also or is applicable. So cot x is equal to, here we have to write cot 2 pi minus pi by 6. That is 12 pi minus pi. It is 11 pi by 6. So cot x is equal to cot 11 pi by 6. So x is equal to 11 pi by 6 also possible. One more value is possible because cot theta is cot minus theta is equal to minus cot theta. So for that we may write it cot theta is equal to minus cot theta. We may write so x is equal to 11 pi by 6 if cot. Now cot theta is equal to cot alpha. For that we have to proceed the principal